Hello, my friends. Please gather around as we discuss more of life's experiences. We are not here to preach. We are not here to say he knows more. We are simply just here. Thank you for sharing this space with me.
Whoa. I caught her with innocence of innocence like incense. A quick wind up, nostril is Gnostic breath. I breathe 369 to count, a lave the breeze like me. I be the leaf to be the bark. Who have the fate let go of parts and kind and traded dark a night to morn the rise to be too brave. Heaven sent when well spent, wishing walking in step by remembrance. Silver surfing around the world within the swirling dancing an aura. Beautiful girl, the pressure pearl, the prime divine from vine like mural. Waiter or server, wait or the server short circuit, all cert, border cervix. I reward suffice, sacrifice at the sea, flow to live. I am he is a bro assistant for glyph high, bro a gyro. The gyro no Griffith, so fuck it, let's bust it out of trust, let the rest stick. I love lipstick, smear lipstick on dipsticks. Some stiff minutes dip with a dimness resilience. Right here in this trash receptacle, giving mental incredible edible decimals. These op, no one BOD from the fentanyl. Got the system by its genitals, a sentinel in general. The center, the scepter, original, unidentical. I do this for my family, not the tag. I'm quick to actually set an example fraction. Zoom in on fractal savagery, tell the fabric of your anatomy. You become a fashion for my faculty fact. No fiction fallacy, and with a sentence, call it audibly. Good written, I get with it more, are you kidding me too? I see three softer for all the kittenly. Washing dishes, toss linen with mittens for hot time. Timidly, tenacious, testing tendons, I lack tenderly. Life flame, spirit goes, the spirit coach to light the way for Holy Ghost. I terror, read the terrible and undermined. He is the bearable, variable, mental. No, I sent a sentence, said a Saturn salvage. Let's say it for you, I said you so that I may be one. Car crash, carnage, collapse, the artery, or art of his story. Biochemic clash, dispersed, desperation, dip in ignition, exhaust, exoneration, to generate regeneration, higher thoughts, immigration, eventual loss of expectation. I be perspiration rain, I drink precipitation, a million wages to garnish the base and believe it to be. Because I'll be damned that one shall take them or stop the stream from sovereign Mount aiming mountain in mountain maintenance. I lay my heart on the vine, water doing fine, a calm, quad a squat, toe indigenous, indulge, engulfed in the simplest form of wisdom. I'm pissing it, golden showers come swimming it. Don't doubt, be pissed off, dead pissed on. Need all your piston switch, whatever it is, therapy, therapist, written my narrative, counseling, counterfeit, counter comparisons, counter my conscience with counter scripts. Mark 33, how destined is it? Suits of investment. I don't fit in this box of biggest boldness, blinding, but bring to his bliss into what is sovereign, is collective, integral. My conscience is apocalyptic to be fountain of you, the eucalyptus, vomit, word, puke, rebuke, and riddick.
Have you ever had that sinking feeling? Not just sadness, but a literal sensation that the ground beneath you is hollow? Like you're walking through a life that was meant for someone else, or worse, that someone else has been swapped in to replace you? It's a terrifying thought. It can be. We usually brush that off as the imposter syndrome, or just a bad week. But what if it's not just a feeling? What if it's architecture? Today we are looking at a fascinating, almost radical manifesto on being called a sovereign self within this new sovereign system. It argues that our reality is often a matrix monopoly, a rigged game designed to extract our energy and distort our truth. It sounds intense, I know, and honestly, a little paranoid at first glance. But when you dig into these synchronicities, these patterns,
I caught a whiff, innocence of innocence like incense. A quick wind up nostril is Gnostic breath. I breathe 3069, account a lave the breeze like me. I be the leaf to be the bark who have the fate. Let go of parts in kind and trade a dark. A night to mourn, to rise, to be too brave. Heaven sent when well spent. We're wishing, walking in step by remembrance. Silver surfing around the world within its swirl and dancing an aura. Beautiful world, the pressure pearl to prime, divine from vine like neural. Waiter, a server, wait order server, short circuit, all surfboard, a cervix, I reward, suffix, suffice, sacrifice at the seafloor to live. I am, he is a bro, assist, stiff, a glyph, high bro, a gyro, the guy no griffin. So fuck it, let's bust it. I oughta trust, let the rest stick. I love lipstick, smear lipstick on dipsticks from slipped in his dip wit of dimness, resilience, right here in his trash receptacle, giving mental, incredible, edible decimals. He's op, no one be OD from the fentanyl. Got the system by his genitals, a sentinel in general to center the scepter. Original, loon endinical. I do this for my family, not to tag. I'm quick to actually set an example. Fraction, zoom in on fractal savagery. Tell the fabric of your anatomy. You're a become a fashion for my faculty. Fact, no fiction, fallacy. And with the sentence, call it audibly good written. I get with him, oh, are you kidding me too? I see three softer for all the kittenly. Washing dishes, toss linen, wear minutes for hot funds. Timidly, tenacious, testing tendons. I'll act tenderly, light flame, spirit goals. The spirit coach to light the way for Holy Ghost. I terror read the terrible and undermine. He is the bearable, variable mentor. No, I send her centaur, sitter, Saturn, salvage. Let's say it for you. I said you so that I may be warned. Car crash, carnage, collapse. The artery or art of he, his story, biochemic clash. Disperse desperation, dip in ignition, exhaust, exoneration to generate regeneration. Higher thoughts, emigration, eventual loss of expectation. I beat perspiration, rain. I drink precipitation, a million wages to garnish the base and believe it to be, because I'll be damned that one shall take him or stop this stream from sovereign Mount Aiming, mountain and Monza mating. I lay my heart on a vine, water doing fine, a kumquat, a squat toe, indigenous indulge engulfed in this simplest form of wisdom. Listening, golden showers come swimming and zoned out. Ain't just off that pissed on need all your distance, false with arrogance. Therapy therapist written my narrative, times will encounter fish times and comparisons. Counter my catches for counter scripts marked 233. How destined is it suits of investment? I don't fit in this box of bigots, boldness, blinding, but bring to our bliss into what is sovereignness. Collective integral, my consciousness apocalyptically touted of you. Looking for if this vomit work, book, for puking, right dyke.
and the metaphor is used like that destiny swap. It actually hits on something very human, very universal. The idea that systems, whether they are family dynamics or societal structures, they try to neutralize us. So the text that I wrote, it's based off of many different teachings along with my own experiences and opinions. It describes this concept of the destiny swap vividly. It talks about a legal fiction. Basically, the idea is that the system,
One source, one spot, Holy Spirit in the dark. Yahweh speaking through my scars. Rafa in the cut, I'm here. Jireh in the dry to feel. Look at all this weight I peel. Now I'm airborne, fate revealed. Yeah, ship sail, great veil, mist clear, detail. Whole path on retail. Thought they bought my shame, thought they knew my name. I just level, changed the game, left the frame, out the frame. I'ma shatter that perspective. Break it, shape it, that objective. You ain't God, you just reflective. I'm the source, you're just subjective. I'm not the mirror you projected. You don't see what gets reflected. Take your script, I redirect it. Holy, how we run collected. Surround, king talk, every sound, heaven echo through the town. Don't apologize for life, half truth caught in the sight. I slice soul at night, I'm still built for the fight. Adam's apple crack that bite, spit the core, rewrite. Heart sync up, new sight, fruit of grace, not spite. I'ma shatter that perspective. Break it, shape it, that objective. You ain't God, you just reflective. I'm the source, you're just subjective. I'm not the mirror you projected. You don't see what gets reflected. Take your script, I redirect it. Holy code, we run collected.
Turtle slow through hurdles but ferocious when determined, fortune forced through faith in pharaoh, fighting fallacy, fruition, food for thought, fruits of pharaoh became a pair paired with all apparel. April showers moisturize his skin, the garden beats from Byru, his stare leave him sterile, scarce of theirs I'm taking tarot, narrow shots of bow and arrow, but heart in hand go hand in herald, inheritance though it hangs heads, trim trees of tents and dents from dread, granite and grain from ground gradually giving gratitude of granulate, gallic gallons, fluent totalic, acrylic, attic, attach it like friction, static, and phallic, Amanda Palace, place malice in mansions, most managed not allowed it, but took allowance like tandem till morning, like the sun cannon, a solar beam, excel, see who we are, Stanley, a marvel unless we cease the standing, it's astounding, stand proudly, sing loudly, sit in silence, brainstorming, declouding, to excite like the sound and exemplify, amplify, acclimate the action, setting demons shredded like fuel, feeding what luminate, eradicate, now liberate the lipstick, elliptic, now to litigate, meant to be addressing, tossing for me, a serpentine, simplifying like serendipity, serenity, made effigy, efficiency, remembering that's everything, an angel like a painful drive from destiny, let it kill, ease the tendons, all approve of all provision, leave, sleep, slept, slump, symphonic, a hymn, give hint of symphony, I sink into this sneak past sense and get the pen, seal, synchronicity, the captain now contours a curvature called Copernicus, turn a virtue from the verse of syrup and D, twist, curve and he return again, mercenary, merciless lips, twerking, I get alert and then he learned of Lisp, but in the midst of fallen stars he found a chance to make a wish, so pleased to see his soul army. The lights in all his delicates, happens moments in this happiness through lack of human, lack of live, devil reading backwards from him, no curse instead of cursive, written wrote backs of his men, sent to swerve, stead as servants, coasting course, coax, correct, dose, divine, and dosed, and dialect, refrain from past tense, tinted behind my eye of less, no longer now I know and I, inside backwards when intro ends.
Or the Matrix can't handle a sovereign, an independent soul. So when you hit a low point or a trauma, the system tries to slide a placeholder into place, into your life. Right. So, in this specific case study, the placeholder is referred to as Smith, which is just perfect, right? The word Smith. It's the most generic anonymous name alongside John Doe, John Smith. No, it's an anonymous name in the English language. It reminds me of Agent Smith from the movies, The Matrix. It's a code designed to maintain the status quo. The text mentions an A. Smith moving into the family home, replacing the narrator, taking over the role as dad. But it treats this not as, a bad breakup or family drama, but a systemic operation. The Smith simply represents the
Ay, 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 ay. Yeah. Yeah, define all, defines, defy dolls and trying to try. Say all from silence, recreate sovereign science, apply them essential mental nutrition, no edible metaphors melt like soaked minerals. Tears are soap sentinels sent from soul. Army me as in all that's in general. A toe tag to a missile, blowing kisses as the whistle notes centrifugal. Rhythmic are insulting, hopped up bismol artisan. Whole heart sad and sincerely sorry for sorrow. I sat in cells, my garden kept guarded by who he ought is to be. Or to be nautical who beat him tree. Coat to garlic, a peasant like trees. Plant peas in a pot to a pissant. Displease make a cheese, royal cheese. But Wendy's please say JK and serve plates from the breast. KFC soul is blessed, drive through stress. Refine and rest, incline, it is ease, recline. See the climb in the sky, align in. Woman, why you man, a woman, one man, a woman less. We say no more than research, or stay lost. Refer alone, change yours at all cost. Alone is a lie, just like details when dust. The devil lives there, matter minds recite rocks and agents split, give face, amaze. I'm aging right in a maze, chat cheddar taste, can't evade him, tell inverted his gaze in rehearse. Each verse so tight, beachside, custom made love with words when he writes. As long as no one's hurt, concern carries kept below baseline. Under microwaves, a macrocosm above the hate, but underclassmen bother with it. No, don't have a problem meant to argue, then call on him a little darker than the rest. Heart homes of hymns under the skin upset, cause David brainstorm collect. No thunder is what is, let's win, blow minds. TNT make a 10, should I write it in acrostic? All did not see what it cost them, and be frank, a holocausting from the shrink account across in Trinity, Xfinity, infinity sign. Sam of uncle, the nuclei on scrambled wordle rambles from a loop of lies in hung the strip collective, all a group of flies. Let's swaddle, not swatter, not poison, be water, less toxic, smooth talk, a more modest, less modern, intrinsic music, melodic, mystic in the studio, a cyclic, entric, centric, cynic, can blend of spinach, artistic, god of wisdom, a king to dumbness, denied who died in dungeons, the crucified, revealed reluctance, crucified this reconstruction. Oh, now they've done it, they've done it. I'm doing this like it's nothing, cause he was it. Oh, they done it, dum dum do, yo, here go the drumming. No, dum dum boy, yo, here go the drumming.
safe, coded, compliant citizen that society wants. And they want you or me, that person, to be. Replacing it with the anomaly. The person who actually sees the truth. Go. Did you remember the telephone game? Yeah. It frames a personal betrayal as a global system acting locally. It's like you have, well, have you ever played the game yourself? Precisely. The text, whenever you start at one line, end of the line, you whisper a secret into someone's ear, and they pass it down. By the end of the line, you got something totally off the original topic. So, you whisper the phrase, pass it down. In the end, the truth is completely correct. The text uses the TG telephone game to explain how our ancestral history and
Yeah. Yeah. I ain't the name that they gave me. I ain't the cage that they made me. I'm the voice in the storm born bravely. Let them try to erase me, it won't faze me. I ain't the pillar, the plan, or the foul. I'm the one that got up and walked miles. Every scar's now a temple owl. Truth ain't a script, it's a freestyle. They said once you're broken, that's permanent ink. But I peeled off the label and I started to think, what if this hurt ain't a chamber, the map and the paint, just a verse and a paragraph? They call it relapse, I call it a reroute. Took a wrong turn, but the soul still reached out. Yeah, I've been ghosted by God and myself too, till I realized my silence was heaven's breakthrough. 12 steps, one mic, no fear. I ain't addicted, I adapted to what was near. They don't see the child dodging, grown man trauma. Just label the kid like it's legal karma. But I ain't the symptom, I'm the signal flare. Born in the system, but I don't live there. I broke the loop when I asked why it spins. This ain't about sin, it's about who profits when you stay with name that they gave me. I ain't the cage that they made me. I'm the voice in the storm born bravely. Let them try to erase me, it won't faze me. I ain't the pillar, the plan, or the foul. I'm the one that got up and walked miles. Every scar's now a temple owl. Truth in a script, it's a freestyle. Once an addict, nah. Once aware, now awake. I saw the pharmacy handoff. Handshakes that fake. They want a dependent with the daily dose, but I spit what they can't brand. Hope that's close. They got meetings and meds and managed advice, but not once did they ask what happened to my life. Not what's wrong with me, but what's wrong with this. Was a bath just pathologized and healing's a risk. I remember when sugar was comfort, when silence was armor and chaos a constant. Now move like a monk with a storm in his chest. Not a patient or prisoner, just passing the test. I ain't afraid of the cravings or falls. I'm afraid of forgetting that I built these walls, so I tear them down with a bar and a breath. Recovery ain't return, it's rebirth from death. I ain't the name that they gave me. I ain't the cage that they made me. I'm the voice in the storm born bravely. Let them try to erase me, it won't faze me. I ain't the pillar, the plan, or the foul. I'm the one that got up and walked miles. Every scar's now a temple owl. Truth ain't a script, it's a freestyle. I ain't in denial, I just redefine need. Used to fiend for relief, now I feed on the seed. What I mean is I plant what they said wouldn't grow, and I water that truth with the tears that I know. Let them say I'm a life, I'm a light, not a label. Let them box me, I'll make that box a table. Put bread on it, break bread with the ghost of me. Toast to the kid who refused their rosary. You don't heal just by quitting the thing. You heal when you rewrite what thing used to mean. My addictions taught me I was always searching, not weak, just wired for deeper purpose. So now I mentor the part of me that once begged. Show him how to walk like a storm with legs. I ain't ashamed, I'm architect and author addict, not alchemist of the art. I ain't the name that they gave me. I ain't the cage that they made me. I'm the voice in the storm born bravely. Let them try to erase me, it won't faze me. I ain't the pillar, the plan, or the foul. I'm the one that got up and walked miles. Every scar's now a temple owl. Truth ain't a script, it's a lifestyle.
Old stories in a crack book. Same tree, but a different look. Some say wisdom, some say sin. Same whisper sliding under skin. You say devil, I hear teacher. You see a liar, I see a mirror. Is the serpent God or the devil? Depends which ear you're listening with. Call it poison, call it petal. Still the same fruit pressed to your lips. Every bite just bends the truth. You taste fear, I taste proof. Cold garden in a hot sun. Blame the tongue for what we've become. You want halos, I want why. You
it's both. Blessing and the bruise. Maybe the bite just lets you choose. God in the question, devil in the blame, serpent in the middle, laughing at the names. Is the serpent God or the devil? Tell me. Depends which ear you're listening with. Call it poison, call it petal. Still the same fruit pressed to your lip. Every bite just bends the truth. You taste fear, I taste proof.
Whoa. I caught a whiff, innocence of innocence like incense. A quick wind up, nostril is Gnostic breath. I breathe 3, 6, 9 to count. A lave to breeze like me. I be the leaf to be the bark. Who have the fate let go of parts and kind and trade a darker night to mourn the rise to be too brave. Heaven sent when well spent, wishing walking in step by remembrance. Silver surfing around the world within the swirling dancing an aura. Beautiful girl, the pressure pearl, the prime divine from vine like mural. Waiter or server, waiter to serve a short circuit, all cert, boy the cervix. I reward suffice, sacrifice at the sea, flow to live. I am he is a bro assistant for glyph high, bro a gyro. The gyro no Griffith, so fuck it, let's bust it out of trust, let the rest stick. I love lipstick, smear lipstick on dipsticks. Some stiff minutes dip with a dimness resilience. Right here in this trash receptacle, giving mental incredible lettable decimals. He's out. No one BOD from the fentanyl. Got the system by his genitals. A sentinel in general. The center, the scepter, original, unidentical. I do this for my family, not to tag. I'm quick to actually set an example fraction. Zoom in on fractal savagery. Tell the fabric of your anatomy. You'll become a fashion for my faculty. Fact, no fiction fallacy. And with a sentence, call it audibly. Good written, I get with it more. Are you kidding me too? I see 3 softer for all the kittenly. Washing dishes, toss linen, wear mittens for hot time. Timidly, tenacious, testing tendons. I lack tenderly, light flame. Spirit goes, the spirit coach to light the way for Holy Ghost. I terror, read the terrible and undermined. He is the bearable, variable, mental. No, I sent a center, said a Saturn salvage. Let's say it for you. I said you so that I may be one. Car crash, carnage, collapse, the artery, or artery, a story, biochemic clash, disperse, desperation, dip in ignition, exhaust, exoneration, to generate regeneration, higher thoughts, immigration, eventual loss of expectation. I be perspiration rain, I drink precipitation, a million wages to garnish the base and believe it to be, because I'll be damned that one shall take them or stop the stream from sovereign mount, aiming mountain in mounts of maintenance. I lay my heart on the vine, water doing fine, a calm, quad a squat, toe indigenous, indulge, engulfed in the simplest form of wisdom. I'm pissing it, golden showers come swimming it. Don't doubt, be pissed off, dead pissed on. Need all your pistons switch, whatever gets therapy, therapist written my narrative, counseling, counterfeit, counter comparisons, counter my conscience with counter scripts. Mark 33, how destined is it? Suits of investment. I don't fit in this box of biggest boldness, blinding, but bring to us listen to what is sovereign, is collective, integral. My conscience is apocalyptic, to be found in the eucalyptus, vomit, word, puke, rebuke, and riddick.
And our personal truth get distorted over time. We lose our sovereign source code because the story gets twisted by people, in our world and specifically in our homes. So this is where the matrix monopoly comes in. It's an economy of lies. But here is where, I want to specify on some interesting philosophically thought points. The narrator talks about stepping into a sinkhole. Usually we think sinkholes as the end. You fall in, you're done. Right. No. No planet. But this perspective, it flips it saying the moment of maximum danger is the moment of maximum clarity. You're not sinking at that moment. You've just hit the bottom of the illusion. You found the bolt of the architect. Here's that man in the mirror. I'm starting with the man in the mirror. No, I'm starting with that man in the mirror. You do it. I love that image. Instead of, failing, you're just now auditing. Boom. The audit. It's a huge thing. Yeah, you start reacting emotionally and things go wrong. So instead,
Go figure. The figure's a mirror, distorted but clear, you feel me near? Oh why do the tears cry? Swept clean from cheeks, I fake dry. Credits roll, I cut the reel. Huck fin head first into the steel. Toilet clogged, plunge at truth. Kicking litter like kittens do. No bulb, no spark, no proof. Just bitter fruit on forbidden roots. Go figure, this liver's a curse. Drunk on life, but can't reverse. He kill his buzz, he serve it cheap. Cold dinners in defeat. I gave myself to the void. Was it gluttony or godhood? Not selfish, just consumed. The anomaly always misunderstood. Go figure. The answer was buried in the trigger. I'm the cause, the cold, the sinner. And still the only winner. 3-6-9 spiral breath. Kokoro flame in a hollow chest. Yoga Sutra to Matthew's text. Sanskrit to Hebrew, all connect.